I want every single one of you to take everything you know about true power and throw it out the window, because today is about to get serious. Now, you may think the most powerful forces in the universe are those closest to the gods, people such as Goku, Thanos, or maybe even Gary the Snail. But today, we are here to prove that they are all weaklings in comparison to the one true, almighty, most powerful being in every universe known to man, the one and only, the almighty, legendary Shaggy Rogers. Now, I think at this point, we are all pretty much aware that this dude, Shaggy Rogers, is an absolute powerful, almighty being. We know that. We got that. We understand that. But what is his true power level? Now, if you ask me, I don't think that this is something that we can measure on a quantitative scale. I think his power goes beyond that of human comprehension. So today, our favorite film theorists, the film theorists, are gonna break it down and let us know what the true power of Shaggy Rogers is. So without further ado, Film Theory, what is Ultra Shaggy's true power level? Scooby-Doo versus Dragon Ball Z. Let's see what we got.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
It's over 9,000!
What? 9,000? There's no way that can be right.
I mean,
that's weak sauce. 9,000 ain't nothing, bro. I'm packing at least 15K, okay? I feel like I'm packing at least 15K. Shaggy, that's on a whole other level. Like I said, beyond human comprehension. 9,000? Man, those are rookie numbers.
Can't be right. Here, let me show you.
You guys know what to do. Go give them a big old juicy spanking on they like and sub.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Film Theory, the Velma
I'm happy to be here.
Channels. I'll let you decide exactly what that means. It means this channel looks really great. Turtleneck swears and thick rimmed glasses. Today we're taking our first look at the series that taught us that monsters are really just greedy people with access to extremely convincing rubber masks. Scooby-Doo, a show that sustained itself as a staple of children's cartoon programming since the late 60s. I mean, think about that.
The
a
60s?
show your grandparents watched as kids is still relevant today.
I didn't know Scooby-Doo was that old, bro. Like, I remember watching Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, when I was a wee lad, but I didn't know it was there before I was even in the, in the sack, bro. Before I was a little fish swimming around, you know what I'm saying?
Next thing you know, we're gonna be seeing a reboot of the Flintstones.
That's crazy.
Bam Bam dabbing and wearing Supreme.
Dabba dabba doo!
Hopefully not, but where Scooby, Fred, Velma, Shaggy, and Daphne have found their home lately has been in the Meme-averse, joining the hallowed ranks of SpongeBob, Shrek, and Elon Musk. And of those memes, one in particular has impressed us with its power level. Literally, Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Now, in case you have better things to do with your time
Ultra Instinct
than scouring the
Shaggy.
internet looking for the meme of the week, heck, that's too generous. Meme of the day if it's lucky. Comes one that started at the end of last year and really took off back in January. It comes from a somewhat unusual scene in the made-for-TV movie Scooby-Doo Legend of the Phantosaur. Roll that beautiful
I ain't never heard of that. Oh my!
Just your typical cartoon fight scene, right?
Wait a minute!
Well, kinda. But Shaggy's calm demeanor and his ability to predict his opponent's moves got YouTuber Midya to remix.
What the? Why, I ain't never seen that a day in my life, bro. Let me find out my man Shaggy is a reincarnation of Bruce Lee, and he just out here handing cans of whoop-ass left and right, bro. Woo! Let me find out my man is a kung fu guru, bro. That's great. My man is a black belt in 6 different fighting styles. Dude, this dude Shaggy's the real deal, bro.
Ability to predict his opponent's moves got YouTuber Midya to remix the scene.
And he's able to do all that while smoking so much damn weed, too. It's crazy.
Dragon Ball Super music, opening the floodgates to dozens of spin-off memes. And with that, a new Z Warrior entered the fray. Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Fight Goku! Ultra Instinct Shaggy holds firm. Ultra Instinct, by the way, is a reference to the latest and strongest transformation for Goku in the Dragon Ball series. Basically, some intergalactic jelly beans decide to hold a tournament of power because No season of Dragon Ball is complete without one of those across multiple universes, with all the losers getting erased. So to save his universe, Deus Ex Goku needs to achieve his new level, which unlocks all the powers that he's ever had access to before, as well as any potential power he still has dormant. It's hard to unlock, it's even harder to master, and it comes complete with a brand new hair color for our favorite Saiyan.
Nice, ain't dripped out.
Where everyone was making fun of me with my purple hair. Long story short, true to Dragon Ball tradition, Shaggy becoming a Z warrior prompted all sorts of speculation and joking about his new power level. A petition even went around to get
Look
him
at that! Shaggy, look at he single-handedly demolished the entire Death Star. You think that was the Rebel? You think that was the Rebel Alliance? It was Ultra Instinct Supreme Overlord Shaggy Rogers. Bet you didn't know that?
A petition even went around to get him included into the new Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat 11.
I still think that should have happened.
It didn't happen, but it did prompt this awesome tweet from series creator Ed Boon. So I thought I'd try my best at being a scouter device today to explore what's really going on with Shaggy. How has this character, 60 years into his career, been able to harness this newfound power? And what exactly is that newfound power? Can it be quantified? What is his power level? To
I don't know,
find
Matt,
out,
you tell
tune in
me.
next time to Shaggy Ball Z.
Now listen, Matt. Listen, man, I love you, bro, and I see what you trying to do, bro, but in a big, bright, ginormous yellow neon sign, you are dangling Shaggy balls just right in my face, bro. Just giant, glowing yellow Shaggy balls just slapping me right in the face, Matt. Nice. Nice, man.
Or you can just keep watching this episode of Film Theory. To start, we'll
Shaggy
need to understand
balls.
the source of Shaggy's powers. You see, what makes this meme even more interesting is the fact that Shaggy is always the scared character. He's always the coward.
Yeah,
so
that's
for
true.
him to suddenly become such a skilled fighter is unexpected, to say the least. Luckily, Legend of the Phantasaur explains the transition. And in case you're wondering about what a Phantasaur is,
Yeah,
it
what?
is literally a phantom dinosaur. Hey, I can't blame him. After 6
So ghosts, that's not enough. Nope, haunted, scary, spooky ghosts, that's not enough, right? Ginormous, terrifying, man-eating dinosaurs, that's not enough. Spooky ghosts, nope, that's not enough. Terrifying, giant, man-eating dinosaurs, that's not enough. Let's take them and combine them and make a phantom, spooky, scary, giant, man-eating ghost dinosaur. That's a great idea.
Years of people wearing rubber masks, you gotta start stretching for new ideas.
That's-
Anyway, while on a standard
Nice.
Scooby-Doo style adventure, Shaggy finds himself locked in a dark cupboard filled with monster masks. This sends him into a catatonic state, with the doctor giving him the diagnosis,
acute threat avoidance hypertrophy disorder.
and he's ordered not to investigate any more scary
What? What was he diagnosed? A what?
catatonic state, with the doctor giving him the diagnosis,
Acute threat avoidance hypertrophy
Acute
disorder.
and
threat something? Was that English? Were those real words? I don't even know.
ordered not to investigate any more scary mysteries, or even step foot into the mystery machine.
He told him not to get into the mystery machine. That's why I repaid it.
The mustard machine?
The mustard
so to try and
machine.
cure Shaggy from this crippling fear, the gang decides to try hypnosis.
No, it's more like hypnosis, but not the boring old-fashioned kind of hypnosis. Psycholuminescent reprogramming. PLR.
The PLR process hypnotizes Shaggy so that when he hears the word bad, he literally becomes fearless until he hears the word again. And this isn't nearly as unrealistic as it might first sound.
Dude, that's kind of fire, bro. He's hypnotized and then he hears the word bad and then he turns into a badass, turns into Bruce Lee reincarnated, just laid a smack down on all the ops. Just a word and he just turns into an ultimate warrior, bro. That's a power I wish I have. Who is that scientist? I need to hit him up. Can I hit up Dr. Miami, right? He did the magic on the Kardashians. Can he do that to me? Can he give me those powers, bro? That's
You
crazy.
see, Shaggy starts out diagnosed with acute threat avoidance hypertrophy.
Acute threat avoidance hypertrophy disorder. I don't know what that means.
Disorder, a disorder that doesn't really exist. But if we break down the meaning of each of those words, we can actually find some pretty similar real-life issues. Acute just means that the symptoms come on suddenly. Threat avoidance is obviously referring to Shaggy's overwhelming fear responses. Hypertrophy just means to enlarge. So while cardiac hypertrophy may be problematic because you have an enlarged heart, muscle hypertrophy would actually be rather desirable because you got yourself those gains, son. In this case, the enlargement that we're talking about would be of the threat avoidance area of the brain, which is the amygdala. In real life, amygdala hypertrophy is a real thing. It can occur when someone is suffering the effects of acute stress disorder. Similar to, and often a precursor to post-traumatic stress disorder, sufferers of acute stress disorder find themselves overreacting to negative stimuli after some traumatic event, just like we see happen with Shaggy after he gets himself trapped in that monster closet. And believe it or not, true to the movie, hypnosis has actually been shown to help reduce the effects of acute stress disorder. So it looks like—
So people in real life literally out here hypnotizing dudes. Dude's got PTSD, gets hypnotized, and turns into a normal functioning person. I don't know if that's genius medical treatment or if that is absolutely psychotic, dude. Because just the thought of people walking around hypnotizing motherfuckers, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, bro. I guess so you walking down the street, you accidentally say a trigger word, and then the one random dude in Walmart just starts barking like a dog because he was hypnotized. I don't know, man.
Scooby-Doo's story here is actually rooted in some real-life science. At least way more real-life science than I ever would have expected. But then, how does all this explain him turning into Son Goku? Well, the Ultra Instinct fight scene that started this whole thing happens while Shaggy's in one of those fearless states. In the movie, Mr. Hughley makes the point of saying that his PLR is more powerful than your standard versions of hypnosis.
This is completely different.
It's so powerful, in fact, that it even reprograms Hughley himself later on in the movie. So it seems likely that what Shaggy is undergoing here is a hypnotically induced Super Saiyan-like transformation, a concept that, for as absurd as—
A hypnotically induced Super Saiyan transformation. That is the only logical explanation. That's the only way that you can logically explain why this dude Shaggy is the most powerful force in every universe known to existence.
So powerful, in fact, that it even reprograms Hughley himself later on in the movie. So it seems likely that what Shaggy is undergoing here is a hypnotically induced Super Saiyan-like transformation, a concept that, for as absurd as it sounds, once again is unbelievably backed up by real-world science. This is this a Soviet? Oh my, don't tell me communism. Oh my God, don't tell me the communists are turning people into super soldiers. Oh no, this can't be good. This can't be good. World science. The Soviets back in the 50s and 60s believed so strongly in the power of hypnosis that in the 1956 Olympics, they had 11 hypnotists come along with them. It seems ridiculous, right? Until you start looking at the numbers.
What?
The Soviets managed to outmedal the Americans that year, 98 medals to 74. Now, obviously, this isn't really a transformation, and it's more correlation than it is causation. Otherwise, you would see all countries bringing all sorts of hypnotists along with them to the games. No, the scientists—
Yeah, now look what happened to Russia. Now look what happened to them. They can't even compete in Tokyo now, right? For what was it? They were the performance enhancing or whatever. Look at what happens. Back in the day, they were using hypnosis and they washed us, and now they can't even compete in the games. See, I'm telling you, hypnosis. Do not hypnotize people. If you are a hypnotist, please stop hypnotizing people. There's nothing good coming out of hypnotism.
Along with them to the games. No, the scientists who've studied hypnosis tend to conclude that it helps put athletes into a flow state, a mental state of being fully immersed in the activity that they're doing, clearing their mind and putting their everything into what they're doing at that very moment. The crazy thing about all of this is that it's almost identical to how Ultra Instinct is described. It's how Goku is able to unlock this new transformation in the first place. Ultra Instinct requires that the fighter literally stop thinking, stop overanalyzing, and just exist in the moment, which is why users of it are able to react instantaneously to attacks that are happening around them. It's also why Vegeta, with his highly analytical mind, struggles when he tries to master Ultra Instinct form. He's overthinking. He can't clear his mind enough to enter the necessary flow state.
So Shaggy, he got scared, right? He got scared out of that cabinet. He got hypnotized, and the hypnosis literally made him a Super Saiyan. And in real life, the Russians were hypnotizing their athletes and turning them into super soldiers. Dude, this is crazy, bro. This is literally the MCU crossing over with the Dragon Ball Z, crossing over with the Scooby-Doo, crossing over with the real life, bro. There's so many crossovers in this, dude. I can't comprehend this, dude. I can't comprehend this. Listen, I've been bragging on Dragon Hypnosis this whole time, bro. Somebody hypnotize me, please. If it will turn me into a Super Saiyan, make me an almighty, godlike, powerful force of the universe, please hypnotize me, bro. And man, give me a cool trigger word. You know what I'm saying? Like pineapples. You know what I'm saying? Pineapples is an amazing word. They make that my trigger word.
He's overthinking. He can't clear his mind enough to enter the necessary flow state. So does that make Shaggy the Scooby-Doo god tier equivalent of Goku? Well, not quite. Power levels in the Dragon Ball series are usually determined by scouter devices, measuring the amount of key energy that's possessed by a single character.
Right.
Although this number should theoretically remain somewhat stable throughout your lifetime, intensive training, natural aging, and form changes, such as going Super Saiyan, can change your total power levels.
Right.
Shaggy is still bound by his human limitations and lack of training, though his
Shaggy is bound by human limitations. Ha! You fool! That's only under the assumption that Shaggy is 100% completely human, right? Well, I feel like he's a god. He is not just a normal human. Pfft, don't make me laugh, Mr. Matt.
Shaggy is still bound by his human limitations and lack of training, though his reaction time certainly is faster when he's in this quote-unquote Ultra Instinct mode. He still needs time to think about how he reacts to attacks, and he's missing out on all of those really nifty glow effects. So what exactly then is his power level? In addition to his fight against the biker gang, Shaggy's other shining moment comes at the end of the movie when he leaps across a river, jumping up a set of falling rocks to reach a hole in the roof. Shaggy is now jumping from a falling rock and gaining a huge amount of altitude from each jump. Not only is Shaggy—
My guy Shaggy is literally a shinobi, bro. He's a detective. He's a pothead, he's a Super Saiyan, and he's a ninja, bro. This dude Shaggy, nah. Ain't nobody touching this dude Shaggy, bro. Look at this. This rock isn't even on the ground. There's no force that allows him to push up. Because if he pushes, you know what I'm saying, you press down to jump, right? And the force of the ground, right, it pushes back, and that's what allows you to go up. But there's no ground here. He's free falling. He still jumps up off the rock, bro. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody else doing that.
Huge amount of altitude from each jump. So not only is Shaggy having to create enough force to jump from rock to rock, but he's also having to do it before the rock he's on loses too much of its own altitude.
Exactly.
User Brendala on LiveJournal actually shared a collection of old Scooby-Doo comics with information about all of the characters. And
Real Norville? His name is what kind of— see, I don't blame him for changing his name to Shaggy. Norville. And oh my god, my mama named me Norville. She would have to feel the wrath of my Ultra Instinct. Norville, stop playing with me. 17? Okay, 17. He's got messy hair, 6 feet, 160. He's got brown— his dress is pea green. I would hate for somebody to describe my drip as pea green. V-neck t-shirt, bell bottom. He's rocking the bell bottoms. And he's got the black forces on because the black Air Force activity is running through his veins at all times.
Shaggy's height is given at—
look, likes Whatever's edible. I told you, dude's got the munchies 24/7, bro. I'm telling you.
Or 1.822 meters. So using Shaggy as a ruler in this shot, we can estimate that Shaggy is crossing about 5.5 meters in the course of about 3 seconds, using 3 separate hops. Shaggy also has to at least maintain his altitude, and in fact, we see him gaining in altitude with the subsequent 2 hops, bouncing over a meter off of each rock as he waits for the next rock to fall. Now, consider how this needs to work for Shaggy. In a normal force diagram of jumping, the ground isn't moving.
Yeah.
So it's exerting a force equal to your weight accelerated
That's what
by
I said.
gravity into the ground.
See, look, I told you, I explained it. Listen, I'm your new science teacher. I'm your new physics teacher. I just explained this. You got the ground, the force of the ground. That's what lets you propel up.
Jumping, the ground isn't moving.
That's what I
so
said.
It's exerting a force equal to your weight accelerated by
Big
gravity
brain.
into the ground.
I'm a genius.
When you want to jump, all you need to do is exert some extra force downward into the ground, and that propels you up off of it. But now imagine the ground is also accelerating downwards at the same speed, just like we see the falling rocks do in this scene. Sure, you can still jump off of them, but actually gaining any additional height is going to be significantly harder. Instead of getting the full equal and opposite effect of your downward push, you now have to account for the fact that the rock is falling as well. Instead of force equals mass times acceleration like it would normally be for any sort of jump, now it becomes force equals mass times acceleration to account for your jump plus mass times gravity to account for the falling rock. We see Shaggy hit 4
I hope
rocks
you write
in
that
total,
down.
and 3 that we see a good measure of. His collision time with each of them takes about 2 to 4 frames each, about 1 to 2/10 of a second. So if we factor all of this in, along with Shaggy's listed 160 pounds or 72.5 kilogram weight, we find that each single leap that Shaggy is making is going to take an astonishing 5,428 newtons, or 1,220 pounds of force.
1,220 pounds of force. Name another being in any universe that can exert that amount of force on a single jump. Name one of them. I'll wait. Exactly, because you can't. Steve Rogers can't do it, but Shaggy Rogers sure the hell can.
Now, in 2014, Zydrunas Zavickas set a world deadlift record of 1,100.
What the hell? My gosh! What is that? Dude, this dude's a real-life Incredible Hulk, bro. This is... Oh my gosh!
In 2014, Zydrunas Zavickas set a world deadlift record of 1,155 pounds, and Shaggy has to beat that 3
just like
times
me.
in the course of a couple seconds.
He just
That
like me.
is superhuman levels of strength. Not quite the power of flight, but he's getting pretty darn close. And in the Dragon Ball universe, flight or high jumps are definitely something that we can use to help calculate overall power levels. Now, the Dragon Ball Encyclopedia Daizenshu 7 has an incredibly comprehensive look at various characters' power levels throughout the series, which will in turn allow us to give some rough comparisons to Ultra Instinct Shaggy. So let's look at Shaggy's power set. Shaggy has fast reaction times, above average strength, and the ability to almost fly, but not quite. His jumping ability is just really good and really fast. Where Shaggy hits his clearest limitation is not being able to create any sort of energy or ki related blast.
He don't need it. He don't need it, bro. He's got the powers of Shaggy Rogers flowing within his veins, bro. You seen that video? You seen that clip from the movie where he was laying the absolute smackdown on that biker gang? He don't need no damn Kamehameha. He eats those for breakfast, bro. Goku goes Kamehameha, blasts him, bro. Shaggy Rogers already behind him, knocks him out one shot, just bloop. Clock him right on the back of the head, bro. Boom, fight's over. Shaggy wins. He don't need no blasts. Stop playing with my man.
Now, looking across the franchise's history, the original Dragon Ball series is the only time that we see this level of more grounded, realistic fighting, before power levels started to grow out of control. During the 23rd World Martial Art Tournament, we see Goku square off against his future wife Chi-Chi. During the course of their sparring, we see her demonstrate many of the same skills that Shaggy uses in the Phantasaur movie: fast reflexes and superhuman jumps, but no actual flying. So according to the encyclopedia, her power level at the time was 130. The next power level up that we see from there is 139, as showcased by Jackie Chun, aka Master Roshi in disguise, during the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament. Here, he demonstrates many similar skills as Chi-Chi: fast reflexes, stronger attacks than normal, except there is one key difference, or should I say, key difference. Key difference? K-I? Anyway, in Jackie Chun's battles against both Yamcha and Goku, he shows his ability to harness ki-related attacks. The Yamcha battle in particular shows why Shaggy wouldn't be able to hold his own in a fight like this. As such, Ultra Instinct Shaggy's
Matt, listen, you are underestimating the power of Shaggy Rogers. Listen, bro, like I just said, he don't need them damn ki blasts for nothing, bro. He's got the super quick feet. He's super quick, bro. He's got the reflexes. He's got the bro. By the time Master Roshi charges up his blast, bro, Shaggy Rogers already judo chop him in the back of the neck. Drop him in half a second, bro. See, you are underestimating my guy.
The battle in particular shows why Shaggy wouldn't be able to hold his own in a fight like this. As such, Ultra Instinct Shaggy's power level is best estimated as comparable to Chi-Chi's, level 130. Maybe just slightly more based on that series of extreme jumps, but we definitely know that.
And then you hypnotize him and he goes to like 15K. That's what happens.
Between 130 and 139. Man, I feel like a Your Movie Sucks review right now. Well, it's not a 130, but it's also definitely not a 139, so let's give it a 130 and a half. I might change that number later, but that's what we're gonna go with now. That being said, it's worth noting that all of this is without Shaggy doing any training.
Exactly. Exactly. Imagine if we'll throw Shaggy in a hyperbolic time chamber and hypnotize him and then give him 5 minutes and then see what happens. Exactly. You throw him in the hyperbolic time chamber, Ultra Instinct don't even know what the hell to do with him, bro. Oh my gosh. Dude, that power level, dude, Shaggy takes one leap, and the entire Earth crumbles underneath him from the force of his jump, bro.
He lives out in a van running away from mysteries. Given a little practice with Master Roshi and the gang, Shaggy could absolutely ascend, reaching higher and higher power levels until finally he's able to stay just as useless as the other Z fighters on the sidelines as they watch Goku do all the work. Hey, at least he won't die as much as Krillin. So Shaggy's power level might be a bit disappointing. Definitely not enough to match Goku. But you know where the two are comparable? Appetite. On that one, Shaggy might truly have Goku beat. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory.
All right. Here's what I think, right? That 130, that is only 1%. Not even 1% of Shaggy Rogers' true powers. You heard him there. When he gets hypnotized, he gets even more powerful. Then you give him time to train? You throw him in the hyperbolic time chamber? Stop it. Oh my God, stop it, bro. Goku wishes he was Shaggy. Goku wishes he was Shaggy Rogers. Give Shaggy Rogers a blunt and 5 minutes in the time chamber and he's washing everybody everywhere, bro. Now, Goku could not even comprehend the power level of Shaggy Rogers in the hyperbolic time chamber, bro. Give Shaggy 10 minutes to train and it's game over for every single human being, bro. But this video was crazy. This video was crazy, bro. It was scientifically proven that Shaggy Rogers is beyond a normal human being. It has been confirmed that we in fact know that Shaggy is not a normal human being and he is more similar to a god, an almighty divine being. And that's really it. We already knew this, bro, but the quantitative number is what we were here for. I was kind of disappointed at the end when he told me it was 130 because I do not believe that for a damn second, bro. But I still fully believe that the most almighty, the most powerful force in every universe is Shaggy Rogers, and it was proved right here.